From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 51 back in 2017, we are inside NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Houston Texans. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And able to get this out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Throwing to start the drive. Gibson. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. You look at the defense for these Texans. They were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Gibson. Throw left side complete. That's Robinson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Here's 2nd and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On the ground, here's the rookie from Notre Dame. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while, because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Dawson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Jaguars will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
The kicker on for the
now the try
point.
here for the extra point. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars.
Makes the score Jaguars 7, Texans nothing.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. Defensively, they were in the 3-4. Solid run up the middle. What made it successful?
Well, what you have to do is control the nose guard, but sometimes you don't do it by blocking him. You do it by influencing him. Get him moving to one side or the other and hit him back on the opposite.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
The CD, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you, and I'm going to actually bump it up to closer to 50%. Only because they saw some tough games to come. And keeping that focus throughout the entire season, that's been a really difficult thing to pull off. But so far, they've done it, and they've done it well.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Look at this Jaguar defense.
And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They'll try the left side. Overstreet. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun. Cody. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 28. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st.
Okay, break.
They'll run on 1st down. Overstreet. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. That's now 4 tackles for loss if you add the 3 he had last week to the 1 here in the 1st quarter.
And some of it comes from vision. And when you're playing defensive end, especially with those teams that want to take their D ends and move them out a little bit wider so they can see into the offensive backfield, they can see things develop, able to make plays, then they use their athletic ability to take over and spill them.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
Here's Bryce Baringer on now to punt.
Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line.
On that punt, we've got a man shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. They didn't get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
The Jags with a football to begin the second quarter as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation.
Looking to throw. Gibson. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. First target, first catch, and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
Quickly into the hands of Robinson.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. Now a handoff running through the middle. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Second and 10.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And And looking at Houston defensively, they've got a dime set. 6 DBs on third. Back to throw. Gibson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far as a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards.
And the Texans will take over.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with a slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now a handoff up the middle. Overstreet. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
A gain of 2.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on rips like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Ready, ready.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's the 2nd and 8.
Off play action. Cody. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Texans are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Extra point attempt to come here. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
First down, Jaguars.
Brown goes in motion left.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be second down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Here's 2nd and 8. He finds Robinson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. Solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down. That fits the bill.
Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Pacheco once again. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Looking to throw. Gibson. He's got his target. That's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. But Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Got a man. It's Brown. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Back to throw. Gibson. Caught on the slant. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. In motion left comes Brown. Touchdown! A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Now for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Jaguars 14, Texans 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
2nd and 2.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner, but where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
He finds his man complete. That's Torres.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. The final shot before break. Cody. He finds his man. Complete. That's Torres. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
21-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people would think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second down and a yard.
Now the first carry here for the running back. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety, being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Here's third and a few inches.
Up the middle they go. Overstreet.
Well, he is going to have the Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Only able to gain a couple there. And it'll be second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Let's go now.
On first down, it's Manning.
Still going inside the 20.
And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. 48 yards on the ground. Well, I mean, it took him a while to get him a rep, but that's quite an introduction to this game.
And not just hello. How about goodbye to the defense as he went past him? Big-time run on his first carry of the game.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Waste of time.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
The kicker on
Extra point attempt here still to come. And we've got a good one going. We're lining up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
32-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Jacksonville.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Despite the strong run, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45.
He was tackled at the
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
From the 46, here's the 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Gibson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 29-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams.
They created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Let's go now.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Gibson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
3-yard line.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the 4th quarter. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to that 2-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Third down and goal now, and this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop. Back to throw. Gibson. And this is going to be intercepted.
Jared Stingley picks it. And the Texans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given, and it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd
and Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
First down.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
31-yard line.
Now a give, right side. Manning.
59 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Manning. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Stick it up. You're embarrassing. You can do better than that. What are we doing?
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Looking to throw. Cody. He finds his man. Complete. That's Manning.
And he is going to have the Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Here's 1st and goal. Here's a give up the middle. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look to grab a late lead. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Here comes 2nd down. Back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are in the field?
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. They give it to Williams, running right. And some room to maneuver. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the end zone before going out. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Again, it's Williams.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Here's second down. He'll look to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
All 3 timeouts still in their back pocket. Here's 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion. So I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
12 yards between them and the end zone. 2nd and 10.
He's into the end zone, so they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
That ties the game at 21 apiece.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Cody. That's a screen pass. That's complete.
Now he's loose again.
And finally brought down at the 38. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Two timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now.
Back to throw. Cody. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. How about the call to come with a blitz there in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. So when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they just make a change on defense, say, okay, we'll come after you instead. And that's exactly what they did.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Now a give right side. Manning.
Down the sideline he goes.
And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Point after here coming up. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
Makes the score Texans 28, Jaguars 21.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's first down. He's back to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Back to throw. This is Robinson. Now they burn the timeout. And they're kind of in that gray area where they might be able to get 2 plays in, but maybe just 1 play left in this ball game. We'll see. On a completed pass, got to get down quickly and call a timeout. They go play action here on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's going to be incomplete.
Oh, and this is nervous time now. They decided to go for it right there. Fortunately, still a little bit of time left for another shot, but this one almost certainly has to be in the end zone.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it is going to be incomplete. Boy, they got the tip they were looking for but couldn't secure it. And this one's over. What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield.